In partnership with the CloudNY conference, we are live from Nasdaq's market site. My name is Christina Ayanian, and joining me today is CEO and founder of Unqork, Gary Hoberman. Gary, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on here. This is awesome. Thank you.
I'm really excited for our conversation because you're really breaking barriers in software development. You've pioneered a Codeless-as-a-Service, or CaaS, technology. Can you describe what your mission is and what CaaS is?
Yes, so our mission at Unqork is to democratize technology without compromising enterprise through codeless. And it's a vision I had. I started creating trading systems on Wall Street in 1994. And what I saw as an engineer is the magic and power of technology communicating with machines through a language. And I was highly skilled at creating those software. What I realized as I became a managing director, CIO, and eventually managing 10,000 engineers all through Wall Street was when you create it, it has a life of its own after. And 80% of the spend was on just keeping things running, the legacy. Mm-hmm. And 20% that you were building new was actually chaotic and miserable. And it really comes down to what are the skills needed to create software? And how do we democratize that, which is what we created Unqork for.
You've been around it your entire life and your whole career, and I love that point that you make about democratizing software and making it accessible for everyone. Who are some of your customers, and can you give some use cases as to how customers may use Unqork?
Absolutely. So our customers, first and foremost, the business. It's businesses that want a faster time to market. They're frustrated by the lack of digital technology. Use cases in business might be something like onboarding in a bank. Mm-hmm. It might be in insurance, the rate quote bind, the onboarding insurance. It might be in healthcare, where your digital front door. It could be in prior authorization. And of course, New York City as a customer, Chicago, Illinois, and now the federal government. And so it's across industry, including energy and oil and gas. And the businesses that want to move faster, but really engineers that really spend 90% of their time on mundane tasks that we could automate and replace, so they could spend 10% of their highly skilled energy on what's important. And then CIOs and technology leaders who, they want resiliency. They want to basically reduce costs. They want to be highly secure, highly scalable. And then our partners who want to create products with their customers and drive change, drive digital.
I actually saw that through the hundreds of organizations that you serve, you saved 2.4 million hours of coding, which got reallocated, and that reallocation resulted in saving around $1 billion collectively. That's so impressive.
Yeah, when you think about technology and code, every line of code is potential of vulnerability, a misunderstanding, a bug, a defect. And when you could eliminate that, and I think we're approaching almost 1 billion lines of code reduced, which is incredible to see, and we celebrate. And our customers are saying, resulting in 3 times faster time to market, 65% reduction in ongoing costs, and 100 times less bugs and defects while being 10 times more productive. It's about those numbers.
It's streamlining the entire process, and you're also creating a great customer experience as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we believe in pixel perfect presentation. It should delight customers, feel amazing, perform well. New York City, we helped deliver 2 million meals to senior citizens who needed supplies during COVID with codeless technology. And with that, it's about when you create software without code, and code and language are synonymous. Language is something which we use to communicate. We're doing it now, and you do it with a machine. Code is cryptic, it's syntax. Mm-hmm. When we remove it, what we get down to is data. And what we've in essence done at Unqork is remove the code and the syntax and the grammar to break it down to data, which is the ultimate level of abstraction.
And in that sense, Unqork now supports a business-led IT approach. What are the benefits to this versus the traditional coding model?
So I witnessed firsthand the silos built up between technology and business. No, everyone should be very clear, business leads technology. They're setting the budget, setting the priorities, setting the goals, but the bureaucracies that built up between the silos were tried to be solved with methodologies and communications and documents back and forth, all misunderstandings, slowing things down. Once you could actually say there's no more code and it's purely data, when you democratize that, the business could actually contribute to the process. The business could describe their needs in terms of data for the first time. And our codeless engine, which is this runtime environment that we're the best in the world for running this, could take that directly and now render it into an experience, a mobile device, a tablet, a desktop, an API. And what that means is you're basically able to streamline the process where business and IT, for the first time ever, could be side by side like us and basically build software, as opposed to, here's the requirements and I'll wait 3 years to get it back.
You're empowering innovation. And I have to ask you, because you've been around it, generative AI is such a hot topic right now. How is this impacting your business, and where do you see the industry leading to?
Yeah, I mean, look, outside of the roadmap of Unqork, which is the most exciting thing for me, generative AI is second. It's a close second, but it is exciting. It's something which, when you think about what generative AI has done, it's removed language. It's basically saying, I could unify language into an understanding and then generate another language. Now, for us, what that means is we're building new software. Our customers are using Unqork to create software. The answer we never could answer before was, what about the legacy, everything created before? And for the first time, we're seeing generative AI technologies using their technology reverse the legacy technologies, all the technology that's been built up and running in these companies, into Unqork's data definition. And suddenly, there's no more technical debt. There's no more legacy. There's 80% of your cost comes down to 10%. And suddenly you could spend more. So to me, generative AI is exciting. It means the end of programming language as we've known it. Now, we've been doing that for 5 years. 5 years ago, Goldman Sachs, Liberty Mutual, Marsh, they've been using our technologies to basically remove language. So we're now set to be the area that catches what comes out of generative AI into the future state of software. And that's how we see the world, cloud agnostic, of course, all hyperscalers, and it's just an amazing place to be.
That's incredible. And what does the future of Unqork look like?
I mean, to me, the future is, we have, one of the most exciting things coming out is going to be Unqork is built on Unqork for the Turing test. Like, that is going to be where we're able to basically prove to the world that Unqork has become so powerful as a codeless engine at an enterprise grade that it could build itself. And to us, that's incredible to see, and it's just something I've dreamed up for years.
Oh, wow, we're looking forward to seeing it as well. Thank you so much for sharing your story. So much innovation happening, and it's definitely propelling into the future.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me on. This is a pleasure.